pitch at one count, as it'll be the Voyagers of Oakland taking on the Dragons of Brooklyn. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. When you look at this defense, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because, guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a proven day for them.
23 yards the pickup there. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time, in football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Voyagers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off, let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
On the give, this is Nichols.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. I think for both coaches, they looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
This is Hamilton. He's got it. Touchdown! Great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dragons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw again. He fights through it, and he gets it down to the 32. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. play action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Baker. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They stopped it for only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good...
That's caught. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Franklin. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's Hamilton. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Take it into the end zone for a touchdown. 14 yards. And the Dragons are an extra point away from drawing level.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Now the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And just shutting him off there. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man complete. That's McKenzie. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man complete. That's Baker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Baker. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Voyagers have taken the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
The throw over the middle, taken in. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and have their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll set up to throw.
Now a screen set up for Johnson.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what?
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
3 points are huge. You can make that mistake.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
One more go for this offense in the 1st half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they can run it over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission.
As we'll send you down the coast. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. A touchdown, the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that 1st half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the 1st half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
They'll set up a throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Aiken able to bring it in. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Voyagers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Defense.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run with Nichols.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Now inside the 25, down inside the 10.
And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards.
And the Dragons have cut it back within a score.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Inside the 20.
And finally wrestled down at the 11.
101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you?
Time.
We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Voyagers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
That's pulled in at the 32. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Up the middle they go. Baker fights him off, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Nichols.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
3-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On the carry, it's Nichols.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Nichols.
Yeah, good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll try the left side. It's Nichols, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dragons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
What a waste of time.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, it's Baker. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7. They'll look to throw. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Jump offside.
Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
We got their defense right.
They'll look to throw again. And he fires one, but incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. So So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 127 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. They'll run again. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Voyagers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles,